Broniacs, and welcome back to Bronze Over Brains. If you are tuning into this video today, let me be the only one, once again, to say thank you so much. I have really enjoyed your feedback, and I really appreciate it for my start in this YouTube business. So I'm going to start this vlog right here with a little connection to you guys. And by that I mean I am going to do a little throwback. A few days ago, I have made a post on Facebook pertaining to some questions that you guys would like to answer me. And I've noticed I've got some takers on who would like to know more about Bronze Over Brains, the host of the channel, the man behind the curtain kind of thing. So I am going to spend this vlog answering your questions, guys. And this is what I really think would make us bond between viewer and creator, and vice versa. One particular question I have noticed, someone has asked me my biggest role model. That's a very good question. All the people I have met in my life, they have been a great influence on me. And although I respect all the politicians, actors, whatever that are out there, I'm going to be honest. Biggest role model are the kind that encourage me to go out there and to get out of my comfort zone, which is practically just about anyone I've met in my life, especially you guys. But if you want to be more specific, if you want me to be more specific, the biggest role model in my life, well, I'm going to say this couldn't have been done without God, the grace of God. Biggest role model. Carried me through life so far, hasn't let me down, and he's given me this chance to express myself, so gonna have to thank Jesus for this. And you guys get the rest of the credit too. I'm not picking favorites here. And I know someone else has asked me, who is my favorite comedian? Well, I'm gonna have to go with, well, between Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler. Those are my two biggest favorite comedian actors. I get a different taste since I've turned into a young adult, different actors, so I pretty much, whatever I come across, yeah, if this person is new, I'll find them hilarious, but growing up, I always loved Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler. Let's see. Oh, now we're getting to the big questions here. Someone has asked me for the best advice I could give kids about to graduate high school. For any of you young viewers out there watching this, listen to your parents. Those years are gone by now. If you're, well, what I mean is if you're graduating, nearing graduation, yeah, those years are about behind you. And me being a college student myself, the best advice I can give you youngsters out there, live life like it was your last. Live it on the edge. Don't do anything dangerous. But what I mean is, take the time to appreciate your youth, your family, who you have, the friends you have. Keep in contact with them. Live life with no regrets. Don't live too fast. God, wish I could go back in time and give myself that advice back when I was like 17 or 18. And now, someone has asked me in particular any items I'd like to cross off my bucket list. I have never given precise thought into that. But I can tell whoever asked this question, off my bucket list, I've had thoughts recently about traveling across America and the rest of the world. Oh, yeah. When I'm old and I've retired from my career, that is the direction I want to take. I want to retire and see the world, just see the sights. I also want to spend time with my family. At heart, I've always been a family guy. Oh, did I make a pop culture reference? Oh. But I'm not going to go into no yellow suited theme song dance for you fans out there. That's pretty much my bucket list. Let's see here. Ooh, there's a big one. Someone has asked me who my favorite author was and my favorite books to read. Throughout the years, I've always taken a liking to Stephen King. Ooh, scary, right? When it comes to his horror stuff, it's genius. But I've also come to like some of his more magic realistic kind of stories, like The Green Mile. But I'm also fond of the book The Shining, and one of my favorite books I've read from him is Dr. Sleep from 2013. And there was a 2006 book called Cell, kind of like The Walking Dead, but dealt with cell phones. Stephen King is pretty much my favorite author, and many of his books I've always loved. Well, at least since I turned into a teenager and understood how to read long chapter books. And now someone's asked me, did I enjoy my high school years? I should have brought this up when I was giving advice to the graduating seniors. I've always loved high school. I don't get why kids these days, or for years, have been saying, school's like a prison. I don't want to do this anymore. Why can't we just go home? The thing I've always loved about school is it reminded me of how young I was. And, well, I know in my college years recently, I've known there was a lot more freedom than in high school, but to be honest, freedom's not all that's cracked up to be when you have simple times. Times were simpler when you're young, and there was less stressful homework, not many social roles. Pretty much what I did in high school was I went to school, hung out with my friends, waited till the bell rang, went to classes, did my homework when I got home, and every day of the week I had afternoon band practice. And for those of y'all who didn't know, I've always marched throughout middle and high school, and even now in college. Fun fact, this is my 11th total year of marching. Now I'm going to go on to the last question here, and this is a pretty big one for me. Plans after graduation. This is going to be a good note to cling to. To answer this question to this viewer, and to all you Broniacs out there, what I plan to do after I graduate college, I want to become a professor of English. I've always been fond of writing stories. I've been writing stories since I was 10 years old. Started with comic books, and ever since then I've always been intrigued to explain how you form a grammatical sentence, how to correct syntax, write papers. And I feel like when I become a professor, I could potentially become the modern day Robin Williams in Dead Poet Society, but we're going to get there. And later on in life, if I can make it work, I may want to become a a lawyer to represent people with disabilities. Me as a person with autism, I understand what it's like to be different out in public and what it's like to have someone to fight for. So that's what I want to do. And I know there aren't many lawyers out there in America who represent people with disabilities. And let's just say if that is true, you're looking at a potential future one right here, Broniacs. Well, guys, I'm going to close out this video and give you one more good word before I tune off. I appreciate the questions you guys have asked me, and I hope this brings me one step closer to connecting with you guys, because like I said in the first video, none of this would have been possible without you. So, tell your friends, tell your family, and tell them to hit that subscribe button right there at the bottom of your screen. And let's see if we can get more viewers on this. And the more viewers we can get, the more subscribers we can get, the more fantastic these videos are going to become. I promise you that. So you guys hang tight. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I cook my best dish. Next week I'm going to be showing you how I cook a very good dish. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep it cool, and remember to stay brawny. Love you guys to death.